In this video, you will learn the side effects of NSAIDs and NSAIDs' mechanism of action. Now, pharmacology can be challenging to learn in nursing school, right? So we're gonna break it down super simple for you step by step so that you can finally understand it. So do not worry, friend. You don't need to figure everything out alone anymore for nursing school. No, no, no. We are here to help you every step of the way. And if you need more help with learning pharmacology in nursing school, be sure to download this free pharmacology cheat sheet that we have for you that walks you through how to study pharmacology in nursing school step by step. Now the link is down below in the description for you to check that out. Now hit the subscribe button and click the notification bell, and let's dive in.
So the generic name is a non-steroidal anti-inflammatory agent, and some of the trade names are aspirin, Advil, Motrin, Aleve, and Celebrex. The pharmacologic class are non-opioid analgesics, and the therapeutic classes are NSAIDs, anti-inflammatory, antipyretic, and anti-rheumatic. Now the indications for NSAIDs, or what NSAIDs are used for, are to help treat mild to moderate pain, fever, and inflammation. They can also be used to help reduce the risk of a heart attack or a stroke. They may take low-dose aspirin to help reduce that platelet aggregation, and it's most commonly 81 milligrams. The mechanism of action of NSAIDs, or how they work, is not fully understood, but they are thought to work by inhibiting COX enzymes, which then inhibit prostaglandins. Prostaglandins are the main component responsible for pain, inflammation, and fever within the central nervous system. They promote inflammation in the body and are normally responsible for three things: protecting the GI tract from ulcers, allowing the kidneys to get more blood through renal vasodilation, and helping platelets aggregate. This is helpful when we're trying to reduce clotting, like in a patient who is at risk for a heart attack or a stroke, or when we want to reduce pain or fever or inflammation. It is also thought that by inhibiting the prostaglandins, it stimulates the serotonin pathways within the central nervous system to help increase serotonin, that feel-good hormone. The therapeutic effect of NSAIDs are decreased pain, decreased inflammation, and decreased fever. They're also helpful to reduce clotting with the inhibition of platelet aggregation, especially in patients who are at risk for a heart attack or stroke. Some side effects when using NSAIDs happen because when you inhibit COX enzymes and therefore reduce prostaglandins, those three things, the ulcer protection in the GI tract, the renal vasodilation, and the platelet aggregation, can't happen. So then the GI tract is prone to ulcers and bleeding. GI upset is caused because it's usually absorbed in the GI tract as well and can cause some minor damage to the GI mucosa. Since the COX enzymes are inhibited and that in turn inhibits the prostaglandins, the GI tract is not as protected against ulcers as it usually is. So it can cause some minor irritation, and the best way to minimize this is to take it with food and a full glass of water. There can also be decreased kidney function over time because of the COX inhibition that inhibits the prostaglandins from increasing renal blood flow. So the kidneys can become damaged because they don't get as much blood flow as they need. There's a greater risk of this happening with long-term therapy. Platelet aggregation is inhibited as well, so platelets can't form clots as well, and this leads to the increased risk of bleeding. The side effects are minimized with short-term use, and most of them are only seen again with long-term use. For your nursing assessment, you're going to want to do a thorough pain assessment before and after administration to make sure the pain is adequately managed. Monitor for fever or any other signs that accompany a fever, such as tachycardia, tachypnea, diaphoresis, malaise, and chills. A thorough GI assessment should be done with long-term therapy to monitor for any GI bleeding because, again, the prostaglandins are inhibited and the GI tract is not as protected as it usually is. Signs of GI bleeding would be black and tarry stools, abdominal pain or tenderness, and blood-tinged emesis. With long-term NSAID therapy, BUNs and creatinine should be monitored to monitor the kidney function because of the increased risk of decreased function because of that prostaglandin inhibition. Platelet levels should be monitored with chronic NSAID use as well because of the decreased platelet aggregation that happens when COX enzymes are inhibited, and therefore prostaglandins are inhibited as well. Major contraindications for taking NSAIDs are decreased liver or renal function, since they are mainly metabolized in the liver and excreted and filtered out in the kidneys. Use NSAIDs cautiously if the patient is hypersensitive to aspirin or salicylates. These can be patients with asthma, allergies, nasal polyps, because they're all at higher risk for hypersensitivity. If the patient isn't at an increased risk for bleeding, it should also be used cautiously. Patient education while taking NSAIDs should be to have your patient take it with a full glass of water to help the kidneys filter through, and food to help with absorption and limit the damage to the GI mucosa. Avoid the use of alcohol while taking NSAIDs, and if NSAID therapy is long-term, the patient should inform the healthcare provider, and medications may need to be stopped before surgical procedures to be sure there are not any altered clotting abilities. For nursing considerations while taking NSAIDs, be sure to monitor kidney function with BUN and creatinine and platelet levels if the patient is on long-term NSAID therapy. And encourage your patient to be adequately hydrated in order to help the kidneys flush out the medication.
Now, if you want a deep dive into all of the other medications that you need to learn about in nursing school, do not miss the medication database that we have for you inside the Nursing SOS membership community. If you're frustrated because you have to figure everything out yourself in nursing school, don't worry, my friend. We will teach you everything you need to know step by step so that you can finally understand it, learn it faster and easier. Now, the link is down below for you to check out all of the details. Now, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and share this video with a friend, and click on one of these videos right over here so you can keep rocking nursing school. And as always, my friend, go become the nurse that God created only you to be. And I'll catch you in the next video. Take care. Bye-bye.